Hey guys, back at it again for day two. Got the stream going once again. Yesterday was so much fun. That guest of honor panel was really cool. We got a nice personal look at some of the, more things going on inside of the life of our voice actors, inside of our YouTube YouTube creator, as well as Vanessa from Black Rose got to get up in there, and then we got a nice interview with our DJ. Yesterday was a lot of fun, and right after that, we did right into the performances. Black Rose, Decaying Tigers, and Jekko Renove really killed it, don't you think?
They were so good.
Absolutely a blast. And we will be able to replay all those clips from yesterday on Sunday, so definitely take a look. But first off, before we get into everything today, I wanted to give us a nice look at some of the things in the Discord channel that the exhibitors have been posting. There's a lot of super exciting products, a lot of great stuff to get. And Christmas is coming up, so I think it's going to be a nice time to kind of pick some things up for people. It feels so amazing to get something really unique that you never see anywhere instead of something from a store. So this is a great time to really take advantage of it. Let's head on over to a quick video to take a look at what they got.
Hi guys, Rob here. I'm going to remind you on how to get into our Discord. First thing you want to do is hit exhibitors on the website and hit join the Discord server. If you already have it, fantastic, you'll hit continue to Discord. If not, it'll prompt you to download it. You're going to want to go over our rules and regulations. Please abide by those and keep it friendly. Keep it friendly. You're going to go to rules and guidelines at the bottom. You'll hit like on the bot. At that point, it'll allow you into our Discord. If you guys were wondering where to pick up some of those merchandise from our awesome vendors, go to those and ask them. They'll provide you a link to their website or however they do their business. It'll be fantastic. That water bottle at the end, totally sick. There was like a Monster Boy shirt. I'm totally getting that. So keep on it. Get your merch. Stay in the Discord. Communicate with us. Let's get it facilitated, y'all. And then I'm gonna over here.
We're going to the program page now, I think.
So just give him a little interlude, and then I'll go over the program.
It's like, hey
guys.
So we returned. Yeah, great stuff. I'm looking forward to some of those shirts and a lot of the stickers. Everything looked amazing. And even within the Discord channel, we have some community chats going on for video games, anime, Lolita even, cosplay. It's a great place, I think, just to get some interaction going. without the cons, we've all been separated, so it's nice to get some good anime fun together. Real quick, I think next we'd like to take a quick look at the program page on our website, just to give you a full access to all the resources you'll need to look at what's going on for today and the next days, and as well how to connect to some more information about the guests.
Okay, so today is Saturday, the 21st of November. These are all in Pacific Standard Time, so obviously we started today a little behind at 3 o'clock. Our big thing is coming up with Don Bennett's Q&A at 4 p.m. Then at 5 p.m. we have the I Love KP a lot Q&A. It's KP Kim Possible. Then we're gonna have some fun at 6 o'clock, which is the 1v1 versus Faye Mata in Smash Ultimate. That's gonna be tons of fun. Keep up to date on that. We'll provide you more information as we go. And then there's me. I'm at 7 o'clock live. We're gonna bust it out. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have a good time. I'm gonna blow your ear holes to a different dimension. So don't forget to tune in to that.
Hey guys. So, oh my gosh, what was I about to say?
Discord.
Oh, Discord. So, a couple of people have been asking if we're going to close the server after the end of the weekend, and we just keep it up forever because why not? Everyone seems to be having fun. So, if you have any friends who like anime or bring them in. Talk forever. And also, we're so excited that everything's been going pretty well this weekend. We've made 50 subscribers on our YouTube channel, and it's like amazing because we just started that YouTube channel, and we're almost at 1,000 likes on our Facebook page. Woo! So we've decided to do a little giveaway. If we can reach 100 subscribers on YouTube, we will give one lucky random subscriber a choice of one of these brand new anime figures from my personal collection. They're all cute anime. They're all cute little girls. Schoolgirls is my style.
Just what we want.
Yay! And yeah, same thing goes for the Facebook. If we can get 1,000 likes on Facebook, we'll also do a giveaway there. So, like and subscribe!
Yeah! Yes. And then in a few minutes, we are approaching the time for Don M. Bennett's panel. So before that, we do have a quick video on how to find a little more about her. We have some good information on our website, her quick bio, and a nice link. Let's see if we can connect you over to that video.
be right back with you guys. We're gonna get ready for a Q&A with Don and Bennett. See you guys soon.
Perfect.
We're live.
And then we are now coming on live.
So you can turn that up.
Turn this up a little bit more. Excellent. Looks like we're in here with Don M. Bennett. It was great, learn a little bit about you, like on a personal level yesterday. But I think today's Q&A is gonna be really nice to kind of ask you some questions about your career and some of the characters you've done and your music career and just a little bit of everything you're doing. I just want to tell all the viewers out there that feel free to ask any questions on the YouTube. Turn this up a little bit more. Hold on 1 second. Excellent. Looks like we're in here with Don M. Bennett. Oh, my thing. That's what it is.
That's what's coming through.
Real quick, working on the sounds for a second. And now... This Q&A is going to be really nice to kind of ask you...
Okay.
Perfect. I'm going to close that.
I think, yeah, close your YouTube, yeah.
Super silly, but there we go.
Sorry, we're obviously new to this.
As I was saying, though, all the viewers out there, definitely in the YouTube comment section, ask any questions. We'll pull some from there as well as from the general chat in the Discord. In case like the questions are a little too wild, we do have a preset set of questions, so I think it's going to be a great Q&A and a great section to learn a little bit about Don M. Bennett. So first off, I think I'll start us off with our standard question. I think it's going to be like our staple question. Anime unites us all here at the stream and for the convention and all that. I wanted to ask you, Don, what is the relevance to anime in your life? How's it been for you? What's it mean to you?
Yeah, I loved anime so much, and like I grew up in almost rural, like suburban, almost rural Texas. And anime wasn't really watched by a lot of people there when I was a kid, so I was like one of those odd ones out. My cat left me. She's like, no, you're weird. You watch anime? No. But anime is really special to me because when I was a kid, I loved the music so much. My dad would buy me like CDs off eBay. We didn't know where they were coming from, but he would buy me like anime CDs from Japan. I drew a lot. I bought those how to draw manga books.
Yes.
And it's funny because like they would be, anatomically correct in those books. And I was a child and my mom would be like, what are you looking at? I'm like, it's a drawing book. And they were really, really helpful. I definitely watched Adult Swim at an age where I shouldn't have been, but that's when like some of my favorite anime was playing, like Trigun and Inuyasha. Like that's what they were playing at 10 p.m. The time that we all thought was late as a child. I'm rambling, but anime is so important to me. It's been important to me since I was a kid, and that's why it feels really cool to be working in it now. So. Yeah.
What was your first anime? What was your first anime? Do you remember? Or
it was probably Pokemon. I have a very faint memory of being a child and visiting my cousins in the Philippines, and I think the Orange Island episodes were playing in the Philippines, like long before it hit the U.S. I think. I might be getting the timeline wrong because tiny kid brain, but I definitely remember seeing the Orange Island episode. So I think Pokemon was my first anime.
Pokemon.
Yeah, Shelter.
Oh, then who's your favorite Pokemon?
Oh, ask again. Who's your favorite Pokemon?
Yeah.
My favorite Pokemon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's hard. Because, I have, a favorite legendary Pokemon, and then I have, a favorite regular Pokemon. My favorite regular Pokemon is Raichu. I like Raichu better than Pikachu. Because he's like a squishy, zappy electric pancake. He's so cute. I feel like Raichu gets a lot of unnecessary hate because of the Lieutenant Surge episode. It's like, yes, that Raichu was mean. I like Raichu. It's really cute. And then I think favorite legendary, I really like Lugia because in the movie its cry is a song. I was like, whoa, musical Pokemon. I like that one. So it's like a tie between Lugia and I always thought Celebi was cute. So I have three favorites.
Yeah.
Oh, super slick. I like that you have a 1-for-1. That's nice.
Yeah.
I need to get my legendary. I didn't even really think about that. Awesome. And then I understand what you're saying about Adult Swim. It's really crazy. Like, I think everyone in our, like, well, generally, like, anyone from, like, 20 to 35 or whatever, we all watched Adult Swim at whatever age we were at. And I think it was, like, there for us for a reason. And it's, now we're all here, on, like, the stream and stuff, and we're all up in here. So
Yeah.
it really was influential. Let's move on to the next question, and then let's start pulling some from YouTube. Noticing that you're getting into music and you got your cover band. What are some of the most influential bands and artists for you?
Oh, okay, that's tough. I was literally having this conversation with a friend the other day. My like music tastes kind of go all over the place depending on the week. Like one week I'm like, I feel like listening to Florence and the Machine and Hosier, and then another week I'm like, White Stripes and Green Day, let's go punk. So it's all over the place. My dad was a very jazz guy, so that he definitely influenced my love of jazz. And because I have a deeper voice, like my voice is more suited for singing jazz. But my mom, on the other hand, she was very much into like 70s, 80s pop disco, so I was influenced by that as well. And she also influenced me to perform because I'm Filipino, or half Filipino, and we have a lot of Filipino events back in Dallas that I would sing at. So I have like a bunch of different influences, but I would definitely say I love punk rock. I don't know how to describe like Florence and the Machine and Hosier, like very atmospheric music. But then I also love soundtracks. Like I'll play Chrono Cross in the car, or I'll play Persona 5. Persona 5. Can we talk about that soundtrack? Persona 5 soundtrack is sick. I love it so much. So I definitely play that a lot. So it just depends on what iTunes decides today. So
That's cool. You're well versed. That's very nice. And there's so much music these days. It's best to be like that. That's really cool to learn about your jazz influence, because I would say it fits naturally. And I said it yesterday, but it's really cool to hear even sounds like that these days. There's not as many people doing it, so it's really nice.
So I've got a question from YouTube from Jesse McFluff. If you could choose any anime world to live in, which world would you choose?
Oh, Jesse, that's a hard one. Any anime world. I mean, you can't go wrong with Pokemon. I mean, you might go wrong with Pokemon, but I just really like Pokemon. Pokemon world would be really cool to live in. Oh, man. What would be another cool world to live in? I'm trying to think of like worlds where you're less likely to be in a lot of danger.
Yeah.
I'd have to say Pokemon.
Yeah, like 90% of them are dangerous. What about what region from Pokemon?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, what region from Pokemon, maybe?
Okay. I can't believe I'm forgetting that. Oh. I like the Galar region for one place only. I can't remember the name of it, but it's the fairy city, like in the newest game.
With the mushrooms and stuff.
It's the fairy city with like all the mushrooms and stuff.
Yeah.
I saw that and I was like, this is the most beautiful Pokemon city I've ever seen. I just want to live right there. Even though it's not huge, I'll just live right there in the fairy city. Maybe that one, or probably Kanto. You can't go wrong with like old school Kanto. When I was a kid, I always thought Celadon City was the coolest place. So it's a cross between those two.
Yeah, Celadon's got the game corner. I feel you. But
exactly.
Yeah. You got another one?
So from Davis Depiction Creation Station on YouTube.
Yes.
What made you want to audition for Zombieland Saga? Because that is so wild.
Okay, sorry, Zoom kind of distorted. What was the question?
One more time. So what made you want to audition for Zombieland Saga? Because that was really wild. I guess.
Oh, so for that one, I actually
Just
did
takes
an
a second, looks
audition.
like.
That one was a precast show, and you would have to ask Jade why she picked me for Ty, but I loved playing Ty so much because Ty doesn't have a lot of lines. A lot of her lines are her groaning. But I got to be a chicken in one episode.
That's
I got
right.
to do like a cock-a-doodle-doo sound in one episode. So I just went ham with Ty. I'm like, she is a zombie creature idol. I'm gonna have so much fun with this. So yeah, I'm sorry that doesn't quite answer your question. Yeah, that one was
So,
recast. I did not
So this
audition
is how
for her.
excited is about the role Marnie on Pokemon Twilight Wings.
I think so. How excited is she?
William Ford.
Next question. William Ford's asking, how excited are you to play Marnie in the new?
Pokemon Twilight Wings.
Yeah.
So with Pokemon Twilight Wings, I'm not sure if there's going to be any more episodes after it, but I remember when I got the email saying like, hey, this is who you're going to be, I freaked out. I was like, Pokemon! Like just totally freaked out because again, this is something that I was really into as a kid. Like, I would bring my Game Boy Color with Pokemon Yellow to school when you weren't supposed to. I would play with the cards and just Pokemon was very essential, like a very essential part of my childhood. I remember pretending to be a Pokemon when I was a kid on the playground. I was a Jolteon, but I was extremely excited and freaking out like the whole week. So
No, definitely. Marnie kind of steals the show in the game, so that's really cool. You got that role. That's hype.
she's so cute.
Yeah.
I love her.
I love the twist with Team Yell and like they're actually like just there to root her on. I thought that was so awesome. And then her was it her brother, that singer? He was so cool too.
He is super cool. I love his hair.
Yeah.
So now Matthew Major asks, what are 3 words you would best describe your character Kale from Dragon Ball Super?
3 words I would best describe her. Let's see. I would say resilient. Kale is so resilient. Like Kale's interesting because it's like you can knock her down and she'll be upset for a little bit, but don't make her upset because then she will destroy you. Oh my gosh. 3 words to describe her. Resilience definitely one of them. Fierce. Definitely fierce. I know that's not a very creative word. I need a thesaurus right now. And fun. I think Kale's a ton of fun. I just say that just for me because I really like getting to play her and I really like getting to Hulk out into this giant beastly lady. So there you go. Fierce, fun, and resilient.
Fierce, fun, resilient. Good words. Yeah. Good words.
You know, definitely. I was just excited to get any female Saiyans, but then when she was like a Broly character, I'm like, oh, this is a different level. This is crazy.
So now Andrew Ho asks a career adjacent question. What was the best or worst job you had outside of acting that taught you something valuable?
Ooh, good question.
The best or worst job I've had outside of acting. I would probably say I worked at a Cold Stone when I was still in college. I worked at a Cold Stone over the summer, and it definitely taught me you need to respect anyone who works in food or retail. You need to respect them because they put up with so much. Please, especially right now during this whole quarantine, if you've seen any retail workers or food workers, mad respect, especially right now, because I remember I only worked at Cold Stone over the summer, and I had a couple customers come in. Most of the customers were very, very sweet. I remember one time I almost dropped a customer's cake, And I was like, oh my God, I am so sorry. And he was super cool. He's like, no worries. I got it. And he tipped me. So he was really cool. But these two customers that came in one time, they were really loud and they were complaining about the prices on the wall, which we don't control the prices. That's up to corporate. That is not my decision. I am sorry that your small ice cream through 25. Not my fault. So they were complaining about it. Exactly, right? They were complaining about it. And so they're like, you're charging this much for smalls. This is a crime, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just sitting there like, okay, are you going to order or what? And they finally come up to me and they're like, all right, I'll get a small. I want a small. I'm sorry, what? What do you want? I said I want a small. I swore I heard the word strawberry in there somewhere. So I'm like, okay, I'll get you a strawberry cheesecake. And she goes, excuse you, I wanted strawberry banana. You need to listen better. My cousin was the manager. And I see him in the back watching me. And I look at him. And I'm like, can we ban them from the store? But I served them their ice cream. They sat down. They ate their ice cream. They left a mess for me, and they went on their way. But I think that was like the big moment. And I'm sure, like, I only worked at Cold Stone over the summer. There are people that are working in food service and retail right now who experience this all the time. So after that, I was just like, I will never again underestimate what these workers go through. Tip 20-25% always. So, yeah.
You grew some general
100%.
appreciation. I feel that too. It sounds like the person was just looking for some drama in their day, maybe.
Well, and because of that, I'd say if you get if you're still in high school, going into college, or if you're in college, I'd say work a retail or food service job at least once, just so you can understand that, you know.
Get that perspective, because it's a different world for sure when you have to make everything work for this person. Yes.
Exactly.
All right. So now, God. Dr. Tazi asks, would you say you're happy with your range of voices?
Yeah, I love getting to do what I do. Like, my first anime character ever was Frosh, which is like, oh, I am here. But then, not too long after that, my next character had a voice that was all the way down here, very low and sensual. And I love the range that I have because it lets me play all these different characters. And what I love about voice acting is you're not bound by how you look. Like, I don't look like a tiny little cat. I look like a 27-year-old going 28. So yeah, I definitely say I love getting to play all these different characters that I've gotten to. Yeah. Does that answer the question? I feel like I ramble a lot. Also, hi, Frosh.
Yeah, he's back. No, that's good, because yeah, that's quite the difference. Even the Frosh itself is really extreme.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun too, because I'll speak in the Frosh voice to my relatives, and I'll speak in Tagalog. So, because they'll ask. I had one of my mom's friends asked me, because she found out I was a voice actor. She goes, "Oh, can you do Bugs Bunny?" No, I can't. I'm sorry. She did like hearing me speak Tagalog in Frosh's voice.
Let's hear it.
Can we hear a little bit of that?
Sabi niya, ay nako! Kumusta ka na?
Oh my god. It's adorable.
You can get away with like a Filipino VTuber, maybe.
Yes, I would so watch that.
That'd be cute, yeah.
That is good. Salamat. Salamat po.
So,
Salamat po.
It looks like we got a very important question. How are your cats doing during all this?
William
My
Ford.
cats,
Yeah.
they're doing great. Yes, she's doing okay. You want to come here? You want to come here? You want to come here? Hi, baby. She hears me talking and she's like, "Who are you talking to, Mama?" You're doing great. This is Froze.
Oh, hey, Fro.
Yeah.
We weren't ready.
She's a good girl. They're doing okay. I just moved to a new place recently. That was in my mouth. I moved to a new place recently, and my mom's actually staying with me over the holidays, so she brought my other 2 cats. So I have 3 cats in here. But they're doing all right. They're getting used to just being here, and I mean, my cats are indoor cats anyway, so I don't think the pandemic's really changed much for them. I don't let them outside, just to be safe.
Oh,
I feel
follow up cat question from William. On a scale of 1 to 10, how cute is Froze?
Over 9,000.
Yes.
Here we go. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. YouTube people are asking a lot of good questions. So Jesse McFlush also asks, if you could introduce an anime to someone who's never seen it, what would you recommend?
Oh, okay, that's tricky. I think it depends on what genres they already like. Oran's definitely a good one to introduce to people that haven't seen an anime before. But I think another one that I've been introducing to people who aren't into anime that much is this show called Nanbaka. I feel like Nanbaka is extremely underrated. Nanbaka, it is, I think I would describe it as if you combined Lisa Frank with Alcatraz. Yeah. Okay. So Nanbaka is about this prison that's it's on an island and it's worse than Alcatraz. There's fur in my face, but all the characters are multicolored, like neon bright colors, like Lisa Frank colors, and everything sparkles. And the story mainly focuses on these 4 inmates who are constantly trying to escape Nanba prison. So I highly recommend it. Some of my friends do amazing jobs in there, like Alejandro Saab's in it, Damon Mills, Jared Green, Justin Briner, Marissa Lenti, Rico Varda. Like, there's so many of my friends in this show as well. It's directed by Aaron Dismuke. He did an amazing job with it. I'm in it very briefly, so I'm not biased. You should totally watch this show, Nanbaka. So I would definitely recommend that to people who are getting into anime, just because it's so fun and wacky and well made.
That sounds super cool. It sounds like a little mind game too, and trying to escape and stuff. Excellent. Looks like maybe we'll do one of our pre-ordered questions. What was it that inspired your entire voice acting journey?
The thing that inspired my entire voice acting journey, I think the earliest memory I can remember is I remember reading an interview with Veronica Taylor, who originally played Ash Ketchum from Pokemon. And that blew my mind as a kid, realizing, wait, this is a grown woman, but she's voice acting as a 10-year-old boy. Wait, this is a job? You can do this? And I remember telling my mom as a kid, and mind you, my mom didn't know that voice acting was a career, and I had told her, Ma, I want to do this thing, and she didn't know what it was, so she was like, maybe go towards something more lucrative, like nursing. I went to music school instead. So I went to music school, and I didn't think about voice acting that much for a little while. Like I thought of it as more of like a hobby back then. But while I was in college at Berklee School of Music, I signed up for the Video Game Music Club, and that weekend, like right after orientation week, they had a thing called a game jam. A game jam is when you make a video game in 24 to 48 hours. They are bad, but they're supposed to be. Yeah, it's just trying to like see what you can make in a short amount of time. And so I signed up for this thing. I thought it would be fun. I didn't know anything about like composition and any of my music programs yet. So I said, hey, I want to do this, but what can I contribute? And they gave me like a list of things I could try and do. And at the bottom, it said voiceover. And I was like, I want to do that. That sounds great. Let me try it. So my roommate, Victoria Vitti, and I, we signed up for voiceover together. And we got into this game where we played male hillbillies.
Yeah.
It was the most DIY setup. We got our I'm just gonna grab this just because it's here. We got our MacBooks and we voice acted into like the mic. And that's what we did for this game, and it sounded so bad. And because we were supposed to be male hillbillies, we pitched our voices down with GarageBand. It was so bad, but we got third place in the contest. So after that experience, the president of the video game music club, he told me, he said, hey, you guys are really good at this, maybe you should keep doing it. So after that, I volunteered for everyone's projects in the music engineering department. I said, hey, I'll do voiceover for you, like for free. Just get me coffee or lunch or something. And that's what I did. I went around posting on all of the bulletin boards at Berkeley saying, hey, I'll do voiceover for you. And I didn't know it at the time, but all my practice at Berkeley gave me dubbing experience. So when I finally did get to audition for Funimation, I had experience from college. And it's not I took a class for it, I practiced a ton.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Well, that's awesome. You really got in it. And that he came through when he admired what you said and he encouraged you to keep going. That's awesome. And you did. And now look at you. That's cool. That's a real grow up story.
Like all Filipino moms want their kids to be nurses, so I know. Always.
I voiced a nurse later, and I was like, "Hey, Mom, look!" And she goes, She's into it now, though. It's funny because I need to catch it on film, but sometimes she'll try and do her own impressions of characters I've done. It's really cute. So I'll post it someday.
So cute.
That's cool.
Yeah.
She's a big supporter now. That's awesome.
And now Vanessa from Black Rose would like to know, what are your cat's names? Okay, Vanessa. Yeah, Vanessa wants to know, what are your cat names?
Okay, so my cat's name, I think Frosh is like sitting on a box in the corner. So my cat that was just on screen, her name is Frosh. I named her after Frosh from Fairy Tale. My two other cats are in the living room. One is Buko, which is basically like young coconut in Tagalog, Filipino language. And then the other cat is named Beeper because I wasn't expecting to keep her and I couldn't think of a name when we went to the vet with her. The story is I had taken Beeper to the vet and because she was a stray cat that was wandering around our neighborhood and my mom felt bad for her, so she's like, we gotta take her in, she's cold. So we bring her in and we were also housing another stray cat. They like knew each other, and soon we noticed Beeper's belly was getting bigger. So we were like, uh-oh, it's either parasites or babies. No. So we bring her to the vet. The vet goes, okay, what is the cat's name? And I'm just like, Beeper? So Beeper just became her name because I could not improv a name in time. Yes.
Oh.
Come here.
Oh, that's precious.
Sorry, she interrupted.
So sweet.
Beeper's a cute name, though. It's like kind of bouncy.
Yeah, and the cat can talk as much as they like.
we found later that that's just kind of how she talks. Like we'll be like beep, and she'll go. Okay, this is perfect.
It fits. Looks like the next question. What's your favorite Filipino food?
Oh, okay. My favorite Filipino food. I guess it depends on what I'm feeling. I always love chicken tinola. Chicken tinola. It's like this soup made with. I feel like there's like a lot of ginger in it. And there's chayote squash in it and chicken. So I do love
nice
chicken
and hot.
tinola. Dessert. Halo halo, you can't go wrong with halo halo, but
Yes.
this is going to be sacrilege to Filipinos. I can never finish halo halo though. There's so much going on. You don't know what halo halo is. It's like
Beans.
if you're at
Ice
your
cream
computer or
parfait.
wherever you're watching, just Google it. It's this massive like ice cream drink, and there's like sweet beans, and sometimes
And
people
jellies
put
and
corn
ube.
and condensed milk and ice cream on top, and you mix it all together. That's halo halo mix.
Yeah.
And I can never finish it because I drink half and I'm like, sugar coma. Oh god. I do like Goldilocks is butter mamon sponge cake.
Yes.
Goldilocks is so good.
Yeah.
And polvoron, which is it's a Filipino like little dessert snack.
It tastes like baby powder.
It's like powdered milk and sometimes Rice Krispies in it. I don't know. There's a lot that I like for sure, but I would definitely say Goldilocks butter mamon cakes are at my top of the list.
Yes, Goldilocks forever.
I know, right? When I found out that there were Goldilocks places like here in LA, I'm like, I'm gonna buy so much butter mamon.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we only have one here in Vegas, but it's always packed, you know?
Yes! I don't know if we have more than one here, but it's close enough to me that I can just stock up whenever.
So, now,
Andrew Ho has another question.
actually, William is asking, what is your favorite Whole 30 Thanksgiving recipe?
My favorite Whole 30 thing. Oh, I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
Oh, no, that's it. That's the question. I don't know what Whole 30 is, but it sounds like you do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, William. Yeah.
30-day
I know
diet.
you, William. My favorite Whole 30. So here's the thing.
Yeah,
I
30-day
fell
diet.
off Whole 30.
Oh.
I don't like really, especially during the holidays. Unfortunately, I don't really do Whole 30 during the holidays. Just 'cause Whole 30 is a diet basically,
Oh, okay.
and you do it for 30 days. But yeah, I don't really have a favorite Whole 30 recipe during the holidays because I really like pumpkin pie. So
Yeah.
Excellent. We got a good question right here. Just because I saw this on your Twitter, when did you work with Akash Thakar? I hope I said that right.
oh, Akash. Oh, I feel like his name is pronounced Akash, but he's told us Akash, so I'm gonna, maybe it's interchangeable. Akash is probably gonna watch this and be like, no. Wait, sorry. Repeat the question. When did I work with him?
Yeah, when did you work with him? And then there's a follow-up, like, game jam, question mark? Did you work with him then?
Yes. That he was the person that I talked about. He was president of the Video Game Music Club when I was a freshman. So that's when I had worked with him, and I've worked with him like a couple times since then. But he is a fantastic sound designer. You guys should all follow him. I forget his handle. I'm gonna find it. It's just Akash Thakar. I will link it in the not the Discord, or maybe the Discord.
Yeah, throw it in Discord.
Put it up.
I would even say all three,
There.
maybe.
I'll put it if you're on the Discord. I put it in general.
Noise.
Yeah, that is Akash. He is an amazing sound designer, and yeah, he's super cool. He's also really tall. We I don't know what this game is called. The slap game where like you put like your hands on top and you like slap each other. Victoria and I, my roommate Victoria and I tried playing that game with Akash. He's very tall and he has giant hands. So he would always beat us at this game because his hands are giant.
Cheating.
Great sound
Yeah,
designer.
cheater.
He picks that game on purpose then.
Basically.
Oh, you hijacked the YouTube comments. They're all talking about Filipino food in Halo Halo now. They're like, yes, Halo Halo is so shareable, and yes, Goldilocks is the best. Yeah, Mamon, you know.
It's Jolly Bee.
Yeah. Yes, the next face of Goldilocks right here. So cute.
I got a good question for your career. What were some of the most challenging voice actor roles?
Sorry, again?
Oh, what were the most challenging voice actor roles you've had?
Most challenging. I think one of them. Ooh, I don't know if I want to say it because if people haven't seen the show, it's kind of a spoiler. I'm just gonna like hint at one. It's already out, but if you haven't seen it, I play this character named Yunhua in Astra Lost in Space. There's one part of it that's a little bit challenging. I'm gonna let the comments figure out what part of it was. It has to do with the twist. So that's all I'm gonna say. There's a twist with Astra Lost in Space where like I had to sound kind of different than how I normally sound.
Oh.
I'm being super vague about it, but it was really challenging for me. That was really challenging for me. And then I would say oh yes. I would say like Kale was definitely challenging just because of like vocal stamina. With going from like baby Kale to Super Saiyan, and I would say that would also go for when I played the female fanatics in Borderlands 3, because those lines were all screaming. Thankfully, the voice director Joel McDonald, he takes care of his actors so well. Even when I would be like, "No, Joel, I can keep going," he's like, "We're cutting it. We got what we needed today. Go home, rest now." So just definitely like the challenging part was just making sure I was being taken care of, but Joel made that part pretty easy actually. Oh, well, I don't know if you would consider this challenging, but it was a little bit. There is a scene in the show that I was in called Hanabado. It's a volleyball anime, and my character. Why am I forgetting my character's name right now? My character in Hanabado, at the end, like they're not playing volleyball. They're playing badminton. I'm getting things mixed up. They're playing badminton, and there's a scene in the final episode where it's just me and Amber Lee Connors, and it's like this cool, epic montage scene of badminton, and all we're doing for maybe about 1.5 to 3 minutes is just heavy breathing, just imagine doing that for a really long time. You get lightheaded. So as I'm doing this and I start seeing stars in my vision, and I look at Kyle Phillips was directing me at the time, and I go and he's like cuts it. He's like, "You good?" I'm like, "I gotta sit down." We rolled back in for it, but I was just that was the only time where I've almost come close to passing out in the booth. Just because I was causing myself to hyperventilate.
Right.
But when the scene happened in the show, it was still really cool though. So
It was worth the almost hyperventilating.
almost.
William Ford wants to know, how is your cousin Caitlin?
Oh, my cousin Caitlin, she's doing great. She's fine.
So random.
Actually, here, I'll plug her too. I think she's more active on Instagram. My cousin Caitlin is she is a filmmaker, a director. She also acts in her stuff. She does more like on camera stuff. So I'll post it here.
Yes.
And I'll post it in the general. That's my cousin.
Oh,
yeah,
sweet.
she's more like directing on camera stuff, but she makes some really cool stuff, and she is very fashionable. So you guys should totally follow her.
Yeah, totally. That's cool. And then Jesse has another question. If you could choose any power or crafting from any anime to bring into the world, or which power would it be, or power crafting would it be?
Any power I could bring into the world. Oh, any power. Oh my gosh, that's like so many different possibilities. What am I
And
blanking?
are these her characters? Saru, Jesse, and right?
I don't know why I immediately thought of like something having to do with food.
Yeah.
Could I like bring a person into the world?
Why not?
I don't know why. I just thought of like, there's this show called I think I might get the name wrong. It's either called Restaurant to Another World or Restaurant from Another World. You guys might know what I'm talking about, but there's a chef in it, played by Chris Sabat, I believe, and he just knows how to make like the perfect meal for anyone that comes into his restaurant. So can I just bring that restaurant like here, and I'll just eat there every day? I think that's a superpower. That's a superpower. I like food.
Right, heck yes. Or like, if can Food Wars be real, please? Here, do this one.
Oh, excellent. Oh, were there any takes on the female cycle lines that had you laughing probably after the recording?
Any female psycho lines? Oh, sorry. I didn't play the psycho. That is Amber Lee Connors. I played the female fanatic. Yeah. Oh gosh. There was one, but here's the thing. I'm not gonna quote them because it's Borderlands 3 and they're inappropriate. So there was one that definitely had me laughing, but I'm not gonna say what it is. Man, there was like here's the thing, and the one that I'm thinking of did make me laugh, but I'm not going to say it because it's inappropriate. But all the other ones, it's hard for me to remember them until I go back and listen again. Then I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember doing that. But because the game script, it's just like a wall of lines, and then we just go like one after the other, and then if the director wants to redo one, we'll redo it. But because there's so many lines, I end up forgetting them. Because it's all gameplay lines. It's not necessarily plot lines. I think. Oh gosh, I'm blanking, but I would probably just say like any of them. Most of the lines I did as the female fanatic were fun, just because like it was so cathartic. Just getting to. We usually tried to schedule them at the end of the week so that I could rest over the weekend. So it was always really nice and relaxing to just go into the booth at the end of the week and just scream bloody murder, and then go home. And be like, I feel great.
Get it all out, get all the profanities out and all that. Yes, that's actually a great release. Yeah. I can see what you're saying though, like it's at random times those clips happen, so yeah, it's not really like in order or whatever. That's funny.
So this is so is it true that some voice actors have gotten close to passing out due to the Saiyan power-up screams? I feel like this is a rumor that's gone around for years.
Yeah, I think it is just a rumor. I definitely haven't come close to passing out like ever when I was playing Kale. And you know, like that was for fighters, for Dragon Ball Legends, for Xenoverse, for the show. I've never come close to passing out. It gets super hot in the booth. I come out like just drenched. I'm like, why is it so hot in here? And I remember the person directing me was like, well, we actually have the AC like cranked in here. You just were screaming a lot. And he told me that the work that we do whenever we're playing Dragon Ball characters, I think he said he had talked to a doctor about it, and the doctor said that it's equivalent to us running a marathon. That's why when we come out, we're just like, just drenched in sweat and just tired. But no, I haven't heard any stories of anyone passing out in the booth. Just screaming on, and like possibly having to go on vocal rest for a bit, but definitely no one passing out.
No, I feel
Again, it also helps that our directors take great care of us.
That's
like
good.
Raleigh and Steven, like everyone at Okratron, they just take such good care of their actors as well. Same thing with Gearbox.
No, yeah, I imagine you gotta be careful in those screaming roles and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Now, do you have a warm up before before voice sessions? Do you have any funny exercises that you do?
Well, what I would do sometimes, obviously it's kind of changed because of like the pandemic, but like I'll warm up when I'm like in the shower, because you know you've got like all the nice warm moist air from the shower, and then I'll also sing in the shower just to like warm myself up. What I would do when I was in Dallas, because I would have to drive really far to Funimation, because I lived like an hour away from Funimation, and I would put on the Hamilton soundtrack.
Yeah.
Because, you know, lots of rapping and all those syllables, it warms you up. It helps you get less tongue-tied, like, especially Guns and Ships. Lafayette singing Guns and Ships. That is just a whole tongue twister. So I would sing Hamilton as a warm-up.
Yes, that's amazing. I love Hamilton.
Same.
But shoof, yeah, can't even, like, so many words.
I love it.
Maybe another career question. What is something you're currently learning to improve your craft or get better?
Something I'm currently learning. I'm still trying to work on accents. Like just accents I don't know as well. So I've been taking workshops for that. And then yeah, I think that's pretty much the one that I'm working on right now, is just trying to learn accents and like just get better at those, because you know we can always improve on those, and taking acting workshops in general, because regardless of what level that you're at. Oh, hey mom.
I'm Mimi.
That's my mom, everybody.
Hi, Mom.
Nana.
She's actually with, like I said before, she's actually with me for the holidays. But acting workshops, like regardless of what level you're at as an actor, it's still always good to take acting workshops just to keep your acting chops up. So I've taken some recently, just to keep practicing, especially during COVID times, because you still want to keep yourself fresh, keep yourself up there, you know?
No, I feel it. And accents is a different thing to understand, because it's like by region. It's not even like the language itself.
Oh, exactly.
We were talking a little about your home studio, but what does the recording process kind of look for you when you get up in your studio?
Okay, so yeah, it's kind of hard to tell from this, but basically what I did with my studio, if you guys didn't hear yesterday, I took a 3x3 vocal booth to go. You can just go to vocalbooth2go.com if you're looking to get like a portable studio. They are really great. I would recommend double padding them with an extra layer of acoustic blankets that you can get on their website. So what I did was I have this closet over here, and this was my friend Howard Wang actually suggested this. He was just like, dude, just shove the entire booth into your closet. It's gonna work. I kept telling him, I don't think it's gonna work. And he's like, shut up, it's going to work. So I got the closet, I took this giant booth and I shoved it in there. And it's hard to open the door now. But as long as I can like squeeze my little body in there, get in there, it works. And like you can kind of see like I moved it because it was a little meshy. But I've got my preamp outside, and I've got I'll also have my laptop outside. Because when you're running these programs, your laptop will make a fan sound, and you don't want that getting into your recording. So I'll keep all the stuff outside, and then I just have my microphone in there, and I have a little screen in there, and that's how I've been able to dub anime from home. I've been able to record video games from home. There's so much I've gotten to record from home, and it's cool because a lot of clients are being really understanding of the whole situation. So I'm just, it's weird just being able to record all this cool stuff from home. So yeah, but yeah, before the pandemic started, I didn't have any of this, so I had to upgrade really quickly.
That's slick though, because now you're self-efficient. You just get it done, come back out, play with your cat, relax a little bit.
Yeah.
I will say, I get nervous if I hear the cats like meowing because I'm like, oh no, is that getting on the microphone? And every time I ask, the engineer's like, you're fine. It's not getting in the. I don't hear anything. Also, because it's in the closet, thankfully, I don't get a lot of interference from planes because, like, you know, I'm in that area, like, kind of close to the airport, and I always get worried about planes. So, planes not interfering. Maybe the occasional really loud motorcycle, but otherwise, I'm pretty set.
I see you just have like that fear in the back of your head that the cat's coming through, and so like you're always.
always. But again, literally every time I ask, the engineer I'm working with will be like, Dawn, I don't hear anything. It's fine. I'm like, okay, but are you sure? Because I don't want to make your job difficult. And they're like, no, you're fine.
That's great.
Like it's kind of the same on our end because I have a dog and he keeps snoring, and I'm like,
Stop picking him up. It's okay.
Okay, another YouTube question. Do you ever? Well, actually, you already said that you do get nervous during screaming recording. But are there things that you do to help you relax?
Things that help me relax. Things that help me relax while I'm recording. It's kind of weird because like I definitely have I have anxiety. I've talked about this openly before. Like I have anxiety, I have depression, but when I get into the booth, something just kind of clicks when I'm in there where it's like, I think it's also because of the nature of the booth as well. It's like, all right, nothing matters right now except for me in this moment. Let's go. And everything just kind of falls into place. I definitely get nervous right before sessions, but then as soon as we start going, everything just kind of relaxes from there. It also helps that like most directors are super easygoing and like, all right, what's up? How are you doing? Same with engineers. And I think it's also just all of us understanding the situation we're in as well. And so everyone's just like, hey man, how are you holding up? Just everyone being very familial with each other. So I think that helps a lot. But yeah, I would say just like, you have to kind of build that ability to let everything go once you get into the booth. Like nothing that happened earlier matters right now. Nothing that's going to happen later matters right now. It's just you in this moment. Let's go. So.
That's cool. You get right in your zone once you're there. That's awesome. Looks like we're approaching on time, so we probably got time for one more question.
Yeah. So, any words of advice or motivation to would-be voice actors?
Any words of advice or motivation? I would say keep going. You are going to get to many points in your career where you're going to be like, I don't know if I'm cut out for this. I don't know if I can do this. Don't listen to those feelings. Keep going. If you're ever wondering, if you're ever in that situation where you're like, oh God, I don't know what I'm doing, then seek consultation from from experienced people in the industry, like try and figure out how can you remedy these things. Hi, Shelter. Yeah, just like trying to think of like, because I remember when I was a little bit earlier into my career, I was like, how do I get better? How do I get to where I want to be? And the thing is that, by the way, that always changes. Like the further into your career you go, the place where you want to be is just going to keep getting higher and higher and higher the further that you go. But that's okay, because it's always great to keep improving. But what I did when I was at that point where I was thinking that, like, oh no, what do I need to do? I looked for a teacher. So I contacted Richard Horvitz, who is a phenomenal teacher. He's doing Zoom workshops, by the way. You guys should totally sign up for him. I highly recommend Richard. If you don't know him, he played Zim from Invader Zim, Daggett from Angry Beavers. I am Billy from Billy and Mandy. Like, he is a phenomenal teacher, and he will also help you approach acting in a very healthy way. So I actually started with him about 4 years ago, and I'll occasionally have lessons with him now, but I took lessons with him very diligently for about a year, and my acting definitely changed, and how I approached auditions definitely changed. But it's because back then I thought, okay, I need to, I don't like how things are right now. What can I do to change that? And what can I do to remedy that and improve? So always look for ways to improve, and try not to get discouraged. Like try not to give up, because you're going to have those moments, but just let them be moments. Don't let that stick to you. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that helps. That was a long tangent, but I hope that helps.
No, yeah, wise words. Yeah.
No, definitely. The struggle is failure is part of the struggle. It's what brings you up. It's what grows you, actually, really. So that's great to hear. Keep it going. Keep it moving. Hey, this has been a great panel. I've had a lot of fun. You've had some great answers, some great topics. I haven't had that, was it Malo Malo or whatever?
Hello.
I haven't had that in so long, but I remember I couldn't even get halfway, so I feel you on that.
It's so much, and then sometimes they put flan on it too.
Yes.
I'm like, this is too much sugar.
Yes, before we head out, do you want to blast out any socials or anyone you want to send anybody? We're going to show some people a little bit about your bio and stuff, but...
Yeah, I'll send out my Twitter again. You can follow me on Twitter and stuff. And I'll put it there. And I'll post it in the Discord.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter. I'm starting to do stuff on TikTok, even though I'm still trying to figure out how it works, but I like it. I'm getting into those moments where I'm like, oh wow, I've got 5 minutes to chill. I'm gonna scroll on TikTok. Oh, it's been 15 minutes. But yes, definitely follow me on Twitter and TikTok. Eventually, here, I'll plug one more. Eventually I'd like to start streaming on Twitch again. I know it's been a hot minute. Let me pull that up here as well, because I was playing games on there. I'll say real quick, I got back into playing Ori and the Blind Forest. I gave up on it for a bit because it was really hard. I don't know if you guys have played Ori and the Blind Forest. It's really hard. So I didn't like it for a while because it was really hard. And then I was like, but I need to finish this game because it's so darn pretty and the music is gorgeous. So I got back into it, and it's not as hard as I thought it was. I was just complaining.
Just needed to come back to it.
Where you can follow me. Oh, I'm sorry?
Oh, no, yeah. Excellent. Thank you so much. And you got it in both chats, too, so I think everyone's got access.
Yeah.
It's been a great time talking with you, Dawn. Thank you so much for joining us, and I have a great week, and I hope we get to see Frosh one last time, maybe.
Yeah.
Looks like he's out and about.
Hiding.
I think she's under the bed. You know what? Well, maybe it's not going to work.
You could share a picture in the general chat, maybe.
I'll share a picture for you.
Yay.
Thank you so much, Dawn. Have a great day.
Yes.
Stay safe, you guys.
Yes.
Thanks
for having me.
next time.
Bye, Shelter.
Bye.